You are crazy when you miss laughing. So we have been talking about, here is the John comes. So we have been talking about conventional methods of purification of the mind. Why the purification of the mind is necessary. If the mind is not purified, it is like the dust in the mirror. So until I clean that dust in the mirror, I cannot see myself. I cannot see myself, my real self. Hence, it is very important to purify the mind. All problems of the world outside in your life is caused by the impure mind. Neither the honey, nor the husband, nor your wife causes any problem. John is laughing. I made it clear you were pointing your expression, so I thought. So you see, one is intellectual understanding that no one causes the problem outside. Intellectual understanding. But until this intellectual understanding reaches to a state of internalization, if I do not internalize, then what happens? So people say, look at the John creating the problem, but I know that there is no one causes the problem from outside and I'm burning inside. For example, so this is the sign of hypocrisy. You see that? So it comes. So it means I have to change. I have to understand it clearly. With that clarity of understanding, I have to internalize this teaching. How to internalize this teaching? Can I give you an example? So if you say, don't give my example. If you give my example, I'm not interested. No, I'm just giving an example, a normal example. You are in a party, you see a person you don't like. Your face expression changes. You avoid meeting him or her. So what is happening? You are accumulating the impurities in your mind. The other guy is happy, he's not at all. He doesn't see whether you have ignored him or not. Now you crush your mind. I have come to the party. What I have to do to ignore someone? Let me meet everyone with an open heart. So you crush your mind means what? Get rid of the likes and dislikes. You go to him or her. You shake hand. You hug. What you're doing, you're crushing your ego. Ego says no. You say yes. Ego says no. You say yes. I will crush you, ego. So you do it once, twice, thrice, four. And then what happens? The intellect gets that ability to crush. You are doing yajna. What we normally do, we avoid first. Then we go at the corner to meet our dearest friend, and then we start blaming and criticizing about that guy. And we further accumulate our negative impressions in our mind. That is what we normally do. I have done it, so I know it. Now I don't do it. Whether you agree to or not, so I don't say that. I have done it. Now I don't do it. So the first conventional method of purification of the mind is known as the yajna in Sanskrit. It is translated as sacrifice. Yajna in English. What do you sacrifice? Can you think of it? Sacrifice also means giving up, dropping. You sacrifice your selfishness. You sacrifice your narrow mindedness. Are you getting it? Why you are sacrificing your selfishness? Why you are sacrificing your anger, which is burning inside, which is not expressing outside? So you are hiding something, and gradually you avoid the person you don't want to meet. You are burning within yourself. You have went to the party to celebrate, so instead of celebration you are suffering. Perhaps it might have happened to you at one time or the other. Don't you agree with me? So what we are doing, my mind says I hate you, so I sacrifice this hate. Mind, I sacrifice this hatred. I sacrifice strong likes and dislikes. How you do it? By thinking. After all, there is a thought of hate. So your thought of the hate is replaced by thought of sacrifice. You don't talk too much in your head. Why I hate, how I hate. No, I simply sacrifice my hatred. Try this. Try this. Sophie was saying that I could not smile throughout the day. You will continue to smile throughout the day the moment you succeed in Yajna. I can bet you. It is such a powerful method. We are going to talk about it in a detail. So Yajna is 90% mental and emotional practice of purification of mind. I work and I think in a right way in my head. I don't allow my mind to have a hatred, a strong likes and dislikes against anyone in the world. I tell you, 90% it is mental and emotional. So what happens? It changes my behavior and attitude. You are casual and perfectly normal in every group, in every party, with everyone. You don't carry any impression from the world. Sorry. Another word for this yajna is known as that I sacrifice my selfishness. Do you still remember how I define selfishness? Remind me again. I forget. I was busy in doing lot of things. I hated the entire week. I was busy. So the selfishness in the mind means all those different states of the mind: money mind, monkey mind, anxiety, agitated mind, crazy mind, lazy mind. That causes the selfishness. I have to drop this. I told you the impurities of the mind. So once we drop that selfishness, so don't think that selfishness in Eastern wisdom is different than in modern life. We say selfishness if the mind continues to live, think, speak, and react with a money mind, with a stressed mind, with anger and agitated mind, with a strong likes and dislikes mind, etc., etc., etc. That is selfish. That makes me a consumer of the world. Consumer is always selfish. I want to consume my honey. The honey rejects. Haha. So when the honey doesn't allow to be consumed, and then you get worried, then you react. So you change from the consumership to the contributorship. That is the purification of the mind. Are you getting it? By thinking, I say, let me contribute honey, let me consume you. Two different thought process. So two different thought process, two different kind of emotions. Why don't you listen to me? You have to listen to me. Consumership. I'm not opening your secrets, but contributorship, let me share this thought. In what way I can help and contribute in your growth. You always have a good relationship. So now you see that selfish nature of the mind. If you have a money mind, for example, think. So the mind is overpowered by the idea of the money. So what is going to happen? You have an obsession for the money. If you are working, you have a workaholism. You will say, I am very busy. You are neglecting your health, your relationship, your integrity in the relentless pursuit of the wealth. Go to the extreme, then you start with the devious financial practices. You escape the money tax from the IRS. You have an addictive attachment to the money. Now, see, this is what the impurity of the mind does. One example of money mind. Think. Don't start teaching us about the wealth management. I'm already managing my wealth. No, but I'm just talking about you are managing wealth, very good. But are you in peace and happiness? My topic remains the same. Why should I worry about your health? Your money, whatever you want to do, you do it. But I'm telling you how this kind of a mind helps me. Now you have a sheep mind. Your mind will spread wrong information, misinformation. I can bet you. No, my honey otherwise is very good. But in certain areas, I hate him. sheep mind. Or any person, I'm not talking of relationship. I have to guard my mind. I have to retain the purity of the mind. We talked about rationalized mind. Without any cause and effect, I create a wrong perception and I stick to it. For example, you wake up in the morning and you have 2 glasses of wine before you meditate. No, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying I'm not saying you are doing it. When I take 2 or 3 beers or glasses of wine, my mind settles and then I succeed in meditation. You are crazy. I'm just giving. We have a lot of stuff. You wake up in the morning and you find your mood is stressed and angry and agitated. You had 10 hours of just sleep. That is the impurity of the mind. It happens to us. Oh, we have 10 hours of sleep and mood is off. Isn't it off? We all have experienced it. Today is a bad morning. Really? Today is bad. Sun rises from the west. That is why it's a bad morning. I have to consciously think of these attitudes in the mind. To change these attitudes is what the process of yajna is. How to change? I have to think opposite. I have to think opposite. I have to bypass. Mind, this is the wrong approach. Sun did not rise in the west. Why you say it's a bad morning? Then the sun was rising in the east, but my honey passes through. And I saw him or her, and that's why my entire day went very bad. No one else outside is responsible for my problem. That is what the yajna is. First conventional method. The more you contemplate, you will realize how easy it is to get rid of these impurities of the mind. We carry these false notions, wrong ideas in our life, and that causes lot of problems. You are burning inside in a party. The guy you are hating, he is just dancing. Have you not seen this? So there comes the role of yajna. Or in a party or anywhere, I'm saying. We change our perception. How? By thinking. My mind has a thought that I hate you, associated with the emotion, and I tell my mind who the hell you are to hate anyone. He or she also has a right to exist. Let me continue to share my good wishes and to him and her. Mind, change. Internally, you prepare yourself. You go to the person. You act on it. You hurt your ego. You crush your ego. One day you do it. Second day you do it. Third day you do it. After that, the life changes. You will see your life is full of calmness and peace. That is the power of yajna. Are you getting it? Yajna, I said, one meaning is sacrifice. What do you sacrifice? You sacrifice your selfishness. What is selfishness? Because of the selfishness, I hate someone, I react to someone, I have a hatred, anxiety, reaction against someone, and there is no use of this. I realize the futility of it. I keep my mind calm. It takes time. Yes, Sophie. Sophie has.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Girish? You seem to toss a lot, cough a lot.
Yes, my body is not okay. I'm okay.
Your body's not okay.
I said, how can I leave the session? You have been waiting for. It's okay. It's a part of the journey. Why should I believe that I'm unhealthy not to give a class? Yajna. Here also yajna is there. Conventional methods to purify them. Why should I be attached to the body? What I will do lying down on the bed. My mind will continue to think, oh, you have. Why? Mind, you cannot think. It is possible, yes. In extreme cases, yes. Possible. I did just a small thing. I'm a small fry in the entire journey of the Eastern wisdom. Recently, a monk who had no kidneys, both the kidneys are gone. He speaks to his students for 5 to 6 hours every day. At least my kidneys are intact. So can I compare like this? That gives you, that inspires you. I've seen a lot of people in our journey, in our field. I found him recently on the YouTube. He speaks Hindi only, and he is awakened and enlightened, and his pacemaker is here, and almost every third day he goes for a dialysis. People wait for him in the midnight to have his blessing. So there are many people. Eastern wisdom is full of these people. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Place of the body. So when you see the place of the body, place where the body is kept, that place is the space. The space is all around the body. Position of the body. And in that position of the body, position of the body, you are comfortable. How you are comfortable, you look at the neck joint. Be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints, be there, feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Move the mind on the hip joint, be there, feel sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body, check, feel, experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So, being carefree, there is a windstorm outside. You are there in the windstorm. You know 100% that moving inside the home will not change the windstorm, but will change your state. I believe you have understood this. That is what the being carefree is. You have many thoughts, you have many feelings. Let these they are nothing but the storm. You keep looking inside. That is the meaning you keep when there is a windstorm. You move inside the home and close the door. So here on what I'm saying, there are thoughts and feeling and emotions. You keep moving your mind inside. We have started doing the breathing with the mantra Shantoham. So in the state of stillness in the body, you look inside the forehead in the space. There you drop gently Shantoham, 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 and you start breathing quick and short breath through both the nostrils into the chest. Quick, fast. We are going to do 2 minutes. Continue. And stop this. Do nothing. Keep looking inside the forehead. Keep looking inside the forehead in the space. Now you will see that space is deeper, clear. Asato ma satagamayo. You say in your mind, Asato ma satagamayo. Asato ma satagamayo. So it means moving from the false to the real. So it is not only the intellectual understanding, now you become aware. What do you mean by aware? Anything that is changing. So which is changing? The thought, feeling, and emotions are changing. They are false. You let them come and go. So you are aware of the changing thought, feeling, and emotions. What is that awareness? You know it. What is changing is not me. Whether I have a good thought or bad thought or a high thought or a low thought, I let them come, I let them go. I have to do nothing with it. Why? With a continuous awareness of what is changing, I can enter into what is not changing. Your mind seems to be stand still and it keeps on observing the incoming of the thought and it has no preferences, it is not attached. Now, moving the mind on the head and the neck, you experience the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. You're moving the mind on the right arm. You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Moving the mind on the left arm. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Moving the mind on the chest and the belly. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Moving the mind on the right leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Moving the mind on the left leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Moving the mind on the entire body, sensation, relaxation and stillness. In that state of the body, look at the breath. When the breath goes in and comes out, with every breath going in, you drop Shantoham. Breath out Shantoham. Shantoham means I'm the peace. So we can add one more thing. Shantoham means I am the peace. But the shape of the peace is the good space. So anytime the breath goes in, you are dropping Shantoham, you see the good space. Good space, whether blankness or emptiness, both will do. Every time the breath comes out, Shantoham. When you're saying Shantoham, you see the good space. Now see how long your mind can live into saying Shantoham. Why? It it will help your mind to go deeper with it. You forget, remember Shantoham. Where is this forgetfulness of the mind? Is this impurity of the mind? I'm with you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences. How are you, Sophie?
I'm very good. Thank you, Girish, for giving the sessions today despite the way you were feeling. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a good meditation.
Very good.
I didn't lost Shantoham, but my mind at some point I had the feeling that I was like going very fast in something.
Yeah, going deeper.
And then
yeah,
it relaxed. But yeah.
That movement of the mind is better. Very good. How are you? Yeah.
Whom are you calling?
You.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I feel very well. I feel quiet. I'm also a little upset that you are suffering.
I'm not suffering.
No, but that's true. So, but still, I wish you good health.
It will come and it will go. Thank you. And so, how are you, John?
I'm fine, Girish. I was having a nice meditation until our cat came and decided she wanted some attentions.
Oh.
You include her.
So you gave attention to the cat?
A little bit.
I will not ask another question. But yes, that is what happens. The time comes, your mind is not ready to go out. It does not distracts its attention, and it remains absorbed deeper within. Good. How are you, Meet?
I feel very quiet and peaceful and very grateful.
Yeah,
very grateful to you, Girish, and to all three of you and our history of this journey together. I feel very grateful.
Good. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. You see, I heard beautiful experiences. If I have not given the session, how should you have shared those good experiences? Anyhow, that is all for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you again.